in the land of the free because of the brave. And so we ask by your grace that you would bring them home soon and safe. In the name of Jesus, I pray. Amen.
All right, everybody, welcome to SR Broadcasting. We're here tonight with Pasky's Low Budget TV Grand Nationals. We're at the Charlotte Roval for the All-Star race, brought to you by Wolf Brothers Auto, wolfbrothersauto.com. Go check them out. Should be a pretty good race here. We got 55 laps. I was informed they're going to be doing a little kind of a different format with 10 to go. I'll run over that in a minute. I'm here with Steve tonight. Wingnut is going to be running out there, and right now Wingnut is top on the qualify board.
He's got a nice gap between him and second right now.
Yeah, he's really picked up, man. He got on this track, I think, with Die Hard, and said he was hoping he'd make more than at least 10 laps, and he won Tuesday night at Somo, and he's out here tonight in the lead. So if he can hang on to it, he might get a win out of here tonight. But I was informed what they're going to do is with 10 laps to go, they're going to throw a caution, and in that caution, anybody that's one lap down will get a wave around. Anybody more than one lap down will not get a wave around, and then they'll have like I guess a quick shootout you know, towards the end. So that should be pretty interesting.
Yeah, it should be. We still see Wingnut on the track. I just saw him coming out of the grass. Not sure what exactly he was doing, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that final 10 laps plays into this race. You know, we haven't really seen pit stops at all in any of the races we've done here. So I imagine we'll see guys coming down on that 10 to go caution.
Yeah, especially the I'm going to say more than likely at least the guys that get the wave around. But then again, I'm not sure if they'll be able to. Actually, it's a long way around under caution. We did it last week during the stage, and man, it's a long time around.
Yeah. Well, almost like taking a caution at Sonoma.
We were just on top. Whoa, look at that. We were just on top with who were we on top with Chris Bouchard going around. We got a little camera set up at the last what do you call that? Is that the chicane?
Yeah, the last chicane there.
Yeah, right at the last turtle. So this way we kind of set the camera down there so the cars can jump over it. So should be pretty good.
Jimmy Johnson turn?
Yeah, the Jimmy Johnson turn. I'm surprised I didn't take a whole lot of heat for that, man. Just for saying that, too. But, I mean, that's what everybody was calling it, so I just was, you know, following suit, man. And I was like, wow. I didn't get a whole lot of heat. Man, Bouchard's throwing this thing around there pretty good. He's not going to get any time because you've seen him scraping the wall when you make contact with the wall that doesn't score you for that lap. But he's throwing it around pretty good.
Yeah, he is.
A lot better than I could. I don't know how.
Burning it down.
I know. I don't know how these guys got the time. Like Wingnut had a 1:15. A couple other guys got 1:16s. I was at 1:18 on my best lap, like 1:18.1, 1:18.0, I think. But man, I couldn't get any lower than that.
Yeah.
All right, qualify is over. We'll wait for these guys to take the field, and we'll go ahead and pull up the grid. Run around the first caution lap with them, pacing lap, and then get these guys green. There'll be 55 laps here tonight, and it should be pretty good with 10 laps to go, too. We should see that. Where do they start from here? I forget now.
You notice what they're doing a standing start.
Oh, are they?
They're not doing a rolling start. They're doing a standing start. Pace car is in the pits. As soon as we get the green lights, they will be gone.
All right, so you got Nathan Wingnut on the pole. Congratulations to Nathan. David Bigger starting second. Third will be Tanner Coster. Tyler Lugo Vickery will start fourth. Fifth is Byron Rodney. Sixth is Jeff Hollingsworth. Seventh is Willie Glenn. Chris Bouchard is eighth. Ninth is Charlie Woods. Bob Lacavara is going to roll off 10th. 11th will be Josh Winiger. And 12th is Kevin Paskowitz. 13th, Mark Jenkins. 14th is Ron Hollyfield. And rounding out the field is Hoot Baker in 15th.
Yeah, because remember, if they're doing a pace lap, they line up in that diagonal formation in that final chicane.
Yeah, I was wondering because I went to that camera and they weren't there, and I was like, where are these guys starting out?
Yep.
Wow, that's I wonder if I know sometimes setting these things up, you kind of forget to check if it's a rolling.
Lights are on. Green lights are on.
Wow.
Sorry to cut you off there.
That's all right.
It definitely makes turn one interesting with that kind of start.
Wow, Wingnut is off to a great start. Trying to go back a little in the field here. Here we go. Looks like everybody's getting through pretty good so far. Not really seeing any major incidents. Byron Rodney quick trying to cut to the inside of the 97. Who's that? Tanner Costa. Tanner Costa looked like he grabbed a little piece of that and got wiggly, so Byron was trying to take advantage of it. Not going to get it done just yet. Let's go to our camera here.
Some near spins coming off of the infield into the oval.
Yeah.
You know, we talked about it a little bit before the broadcast tonight. The amount of bumps on this track is nuts.
And I tell you what, man, it's a really tough track to run.
Got it.
Ooh. Let's check out here at the chicane. Wow. Let's see, Wingnut way up on that right side. So far, guys going through pretty good.
Yeah, Wingnut's got to be careful about hitting those turtles, though. As we've seen in the past couple races here, you hit those turtles just right and your race is done.
Yeah.
You don't even have to hit the wall.
Especially going through that bus stop, man. That thing is a handful when you get that wrong. Well, looks like so far everybody's doing good. I'm going to jump up on the roof of Byron Rodney real quick. Let's take a lap around so you can see exactly what these guys are dealing with here. See them coming down the backstretch just about right now into that bus stop. Setting up for it. Looks like he did it pretty good. How's it going there, Rich? And now watch him come around to the chicane. Here's where, you know, you really got to slow down a lot and pay attention. You can't lose concentration.
And we did have one mishap on the track. Bob Lacavara has spun it, put it into the wall. He is back on the track, though.
Luckily here, it's so big, it takes a long time to complete a lap. You won't go down a lap so fast. Still on top here with Byron Rodney, now in the infield. Just kind of get a feel for the track. It's, you know, it's funny to see different guys, the way they drive through here, where their shifting points are, because I think all of us are, just about different. Byron, a little tap to the wall. And I'm having trouble. There we go. So you see the 28, Chris Bouchard, going to pass Byron Rodney. He made a little bit of contact with the wall. I think that threw off his concentration. Oh my goodness, I did not. Did that sound like Siri to you? Every time, dude. I got to remember to turn it off.
Now, Paul, you've ran a couple more laps here, especially in the Xfinity car, than I have. How, in the infield, are they leaving second gear, or are they staying in second gear for the most part?
The one spot, a lot of guys are going to third gear. I'll show you. We're watching David Bigger here in the 57. Let me get a better camera view here. Right here, this straight right here is where they go into third and then shift it back down into second. Most guys. And kind of let it roll out. A lot of guys like to let it roll out to that red and white square on the left-hand side. And it kind of sets you up for that, you know, real tight right-hander. But I noticed what I was doing, what a lot of guys were doing, that right-hander, I was hitting the passenger side door on the wall because I was cutting it too close. But like when we ran the Cup car on Thursday night here, I went to third a couple times, but it was just too much power. So yeah. I ended up backing off and just running second all the way through. And honestly, I didn't really feel like I was, you know, losing all that much time. But it was definitely a handful in the Cup car, man. We saw Paskowicz just go past Hollingsworth, I believe that was.
I'm showing he just passed Willie Glenn.
Oh, I'm sorry, Willie Glenn. Yeah, Hollingsworth's in front. We go back here. Ron Hollyfield was out there with us the other night too in the Cup car. I believe he got a 4th place finish. He did pretty good. Whoa! Look at Mark Jenkins jump that thing. Wow, that car is pretty rough already.
Yeah.
Hoot Baker back here in 14th in that number 82. See him try and take the chicane. Is he going to get through here okay?
Pretty cleanly there.
Yeah, not too bad. Let's go back up to Wingnut here in the 11. Look at him fly through that. Did you see that? That was a real nice drive through there. Let's see what he does here in the chicane. He does pretty good. He's attacking it a little bit different, you know, than some of the other guys here. Wow, 3rd place, Tyler Vickery, man. Whoa. I got to remember that camera. He had that thing like airborne for a minute. It looks like, you know, a lot of guys are spread out. We got a couple guys up here in the front all the way back to, I'm going to say 5th place, Tanner Coster. And look, you see Chris Bouchard again, man. Look at the way he just throws that car around. See, right there where he just cut that turn really short. Man, I slammed that passenger door into there too much.
Man, the 24 is struggling right now. He has hit just about every wall coming out of every corner this lap.
Is he really?
Yeah, he has bashed in that right side pretty hard.
Go back to the nose of Chris Bouchard. Take a look ahead at Tyler Vickery. We got on him, but he kind of disappeared for a minute. Wow, I'm telling you, man, these guys are going through these chicanes in the bus stop a lot more harder than I was doing. Meanwhile, Wingnut's still out there, 6 laps led.
Yeah, I guess Tyler noticed the right side was beat in, decided he was going to beat in the left side this time.
Even it out. Go back here to Byron Rodney. He is under attack now by the 42 of Jeff Hollingsworth. You see 2 different lines there. See, if you swing it wide right there, like Byron almost did, it doesn't set you up good for this turn and this exit.
Yeah.
Oh, we got somebody smoking on the backstretch. I think that, yeah, Mark Jenkins. Let me go back and take a look what happened to him. See him come past the start-finish line. Oh, and he just doesn't get the car turned. Oh, and stuck into the wall. One of them magnet glitches, you know?
Well, they call it the heartburn turn for a reason.
Yeah, you got some major heartburn there. Look at Wingnut, though. He's out here about 2.7 seconds over David Bigger. See him slide. Watch his... work. He comes down here. You're going to see him fly it into third. Watch how he swings this turn. Oh, he didn't even go all the way out to the red and white.
No, I don't know if you heard it too, but it sounded like he downshifted mid-corner.
Yeah, we'll have to take a lap with him. Let's jump inside. We'll take a quick lap with him. See what the leader's doing to keep this pace. Nice going through that bus stop. You hear him hitting the gears. 4th gear all the way to the end here. Quick down into 2nd. Oh, a little bit off on that one. Up to 3rd, now back down to 2nd. It's probably a good thing we don't have in-car audio. I know Wingnut, he gets excited. See, now watch here. You hear him busted up to 3rd. And let it roll. He downshifts. Yeah, right there. It's so easy to hit the passenger side on that wall. And now let's go back to 2nd place and take a lap around here with David Bigger and kind of compare the lines. See him coming down the back stretch. Here you feel good because you're flying, but then all of a sudden you remember you got to slow down. Not bad through there. Let's see how he goes through the chicane. He's not really letting Wingnut get too far away.
He's hitting those turtles on that last part of the chicane, but it shouldn't affect the car too much. We do have 2 cars a lap down so far. Hoot Baker and Bob Lacavera are both 1 lap down. Looks like Kevin Paskowicz is maybe bringing it to pit road. He is.
And now David Bigger, I didn't hear him shift to 3rd down that little stretch. So he's doing like I was doing the other day in the Cup car, kind of keeping it in 2nd gear.
Yeah.
So we got Paskowicz in the pits. Willie Glenn in 10th right here in that number 12. Let's go up to the 61 of Charlie Wood sitting in 9th.
And Paul, do these guys have a fast repair?
Yeah, I believe they have 1 fast repair. I'm not sure if the admins may have put 2 because of the track that it is, but I know they have 1.
Oh man, Yeah, Kevin Paskowitz used one. He hit those turtles hard. Was grinding the side of his left side of his car on the track surface before landing on all fours.
Ooh. And I'm telling you, just that fast too. Yeah, so if these guys that are one lap down right now, Hoop Baker, Bob Lacavara, if they can stay at least one lap down and not get any lower, because there are no full course cautions here, only local cautions. When they do throw the caution for 10 to go, they'll get waved around and get back on the lead lap and at least have a shot, you know, for a shootout for the checkers. But if they go 2 laps down and they don't make it back on their own. Yeah, I was just told they have 2 fast repairs here tonight,
Okay.
Steve.
Well, I know a lot of these guys are going to need those 2. Oh, Wingnuts around. He is going flying.
Oh, no. What happened to him? Oh, look at me. Runs it down. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Wow. Hold on. We got to go in the car with that one. Check this out. Bam. Oh, dude, that was a hard hit, man. And the thing's still running. I am really surprised. That's not the kind of luck I got. So David Bigger now going to go to the lead. And he is under fire by Chris Bouchard. Look how close and how fast he's got him.
Yeah, these 2 have been together almost the whole race so far. Well, no, Chris has come back from quite a distance back to catch
Yeah.
David Bigger.
He's been on the move. And if you watch him, look at him, man. He is sliding that car all over the place. He's going to be tired at the end of this race.
So they say loose is fast.
Yeah, he's way loose. His arm's going to be tired at the end of this race, man. Here he goes for the pass. Yeah, it looks like Bigger probably let him take it because you don't want to be fighting going into this bus stop. Both of them with a pretty good run through. Let's check out.
Yeah, Bigger got a little bit loose coming out of there.
Check out Bouchard as they come across. Let's go to our in-ground cam here. Not bad.
Looks like Wingnut was able to get out of the pits before going a lap down.
So Chris Bouchard now goes to the lead. Where's Wingnut going to sit? So far, he's sitting 7th.
Yeah, I'm showing he is roughly 40 seconds back. So he's got enough time. He can make up some time. Plus, we got that caution.
Oh, we got somebody in front of the leader off to the side.
That is 80 or 93 of Josh
Winninger, yeah. A little bit of damage there on the rear. Might have spun it around and backed into something. So let's see. Ken Paskowitz sitting in 11th. Last car on the lead lap. I like to see what it says in the front. Godzilla.
Yeah, I went back and looked to see what happened to Josh. He lost it coming out of that carousel style turn there. Went to the inside wall and rolled it to the outside wall.
Look at the 12 of Willie Glenn. The front end and the right side is got some serious damage.
Yeah, that damage, if you see that on a car, is most likely caused by those turtles. So I'm not sure what happened to him, but we do know that car is underpowered right now.
Yeah. He'd probably be better off taking it in and getting that repair. 61, let's see, Charlie Wood. Not bad. He started 9th. He's only back 1 spot in the 10th. Let's go to Ron Hollyfield. Ron Hollyfield started 14th. He's sitting 8th, so he's moving in the right direction. Byron Rodney down pit road. Wingnut started on the pole. He's sitting 6th. Hollingsworth started 6th. He's sitting here in 5th. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, it's a good thing we do not have in-car audio because I'd have to hit the mute or the beep button. Cause I was talking with Wingnut, and I know he gets highly upset.
Well, I went back to look to see what happened to Byron. He locked him up going into the bus stop and put it into the wall.
Yeah, they'll probably be glad they have 2 fast repairs here. Wow, did you see that? Bouchard jumping pretty hard on the turtle there. And it looks like that right front is paid for it.
Yeah, it's pretty crumpled in there. You know, something that I've noticed here, especially mainly with the Roval, I haven't really noticed it with any of the other tracks, but any damage you might get underneath the car really does affect it now.
Yeah, I noticed that because you could feel like it's like as if you could almost feel the bends in the suspension, you know?
Well, if you remember back at, you know, when we raced Sonoma and you clip that last corner, go on 2s and slam down. Oh, Chris Bouchard just hit the wall coming out onto the oval. But at Sonoma, you used to be able to clip one of the corners, go on 2, and you'd have the car just slam down and it'd be perfectly fine.
And look at this. We just had, I believe, the 97 of Tanner Coster just squeezing by the 24 of Tyler. And, man, they were tight. Oh, and look, 24 going to try again on the inside now. Heading down towards the bus stop. This could or could not be good. Looks like,
let off way early.
Yeah, it looks like, whoa, oh, wow.
And he knew what was coming.
That's why you can't fight going in there, man. It doesn't work. You're better off just waiting until after and try on the infield, I think.
That 24 is beat up right now.
Yeah, you know,
He's locking him up going into the final chicane. He's going to just skip the chicane.
Definitely got some severe damage underneath that car after that one. So that's going to let's see if Hollingsworth can catch up to him. And you got Wingnut back here in 6th.
Yeah, Wingnut's actually gaining some time. He's cut about 3 seconds off of his distance to the leader.
Let's go back up with the leader. He's got a pretty good gap, 2.6 seconds over David Bigger right now. So he can kind of concentrate a little bit on his line and not really sweat it out too much. And let's see, 2.8 seconds back is David Bigger. Pretty nice entrance into the chicane. Does a good job there. Let's watch Tanner Coster. He's got the 5 of Bob Lacavara right in front of him. And who is that? Wow, that's the 24. Tyler still running pretty good considering. But, man.
Yeah. He's coming down to pit road now. He's got to be worried about that engine blowing. It's not something you think about, you know, previously, but you get enough damage on the other side of your car, your engine will pop quick.
Wow. Yeah, guys were saying, too, that those turtles will blow that engine up. I actually enjoyed the we were out here in these cars on Tuesday and the Cup cars on Thursday. And it's really the first time I've been on the track. And even though it was kind of a struggle, once I learned the track a little bit better, you know, I picked up a couple of tenths here and there. It's a lot of fun. It's, you know, it's not so much fun when you're crowded in with everybody, but when you kind of spread out a little single file and start, you know, making your moves, it's definitely a lot of fun.
You know, it's going to be really interesting when they finally give us the updated oval version of this track. You know, we've gotten accustomed to running one version of Charlotte. This track has so many more bumps just in the oval section that it's going to be interesting when we finally get that.
Yeah, because we're used to this nice smooth paved track.
Yeah.
Wingnut just gets by Hollingsworth, so Wingnut now is back up to 4th. And he is trying to close in on Tanner Coster. Tanner Coster, if I'm right, he's 27 seconds ahead. About?
Yeah. Nope.
So he's got Wingnut's got a lot of work to do. Go back up to the leader, Chris Bouchard. Oh, he disappeared on us. Let's go to second place, David Bigger. We are at lap 18. Chris Bouchard's got 6 laps led. Let me see something real quick. How many lead changes do we have? Only 2.
Yeah, we had Wingnut start the race, and then we had the David Bigger take over once Wingnut wrecked, and now Chris Bouchard.
It just seemed like there was more, you know. I guess just from seeing the racing out there.
Wingnut, is he picking up some time? I just saw him he was coming out onto the backstretch as Tanner was going into the bus stop.
We're up on the roof of Wingnut. You see what it says on the deck lid. Hungry Jack's, Australia's finest kangaroo. I always used to bother him about that because he told me about Hungry Jack's. So every time I would see him, I was like, hey, dude, Hungry Jack's. He was like, I'm sorry I told you. We had this camera set up. Let's go check out some of the guys running through here. Paskowitz, right behind him is Willie Glenn, and then behind them is Byron Rodney. Byron Rodney's coming in hot. Oh man, he got him. Let's go check that out real quick. Wow, what a mess going into that turn there. Did you see that?
Yeah, I just watched it, and really Byron had nowhere to go. I believe it was Kevin Paskowitz who locked him up in front of him. And you know, when you're going into a corner, especially on a road track, and the guy in front of you locks it up, you're almost trying to overcorrect his mistake.
Yeah. I didn't realize. I thought it was just Byron Rodney and Willie Glenn together. I didn't realize there was other cars in front. So Kevin Paskowitz now slowly closing in on Hollyfield. We'll see what they do. And it looks like Hollyfield might let him go. I think Hollyfield knows already about trying not to race through the bus stop, just from the couple nights that we were out here. And Hollyfield got a good entrance and a good exit off of there.
You know, we've noticed a lot of the races we've done here, it's the guys that are slow and steady through the chicane and through the bus stop. Those are the guys who are in the top 5 at the end of the race.
And did you see that? Byron Rodney just got past Hollyfield right there in the chicane. So Byron Rodney now up to 8th. And Wingnut, I believe, lost a little bit of time.
Yeah, he slowed down a little bit that last lap. He just made a pass for 3rd.
Yeah.
I just looked down and saw another car by him.
Oh, you know, yeah, you know.
I think he's now in 2nd. Chris Bouchard, what happened to him?
I think he went into the pits. Yeah, he's down in the pits. So Wingnut's going to roll back up to 2nd. He's got a little bit of scrape on the passenger side. Not really a whole lot of damage. A little bit of paint missing. So you got David Bigger on 21 lap tires. Nathan Wingnut on 9 lap tires. Right behind him, Tanner Coster on 21. Hollingsworth on 21. Then you got Tyler Vickery, who is on 4 lap tires. And you see he uses repair, so that car is looking good right now. And
okay,
then,
so do these guys have to pit?
I'm going to say, yeah, I don't think you can make 55 laps. I forget what our pit window was the other night. I want to say it was 35 or 41 when we were in the B car.
Yeah, so they would be, you could even push 41, you'd still be a couple laps short before that caution.
Yeah, you never make that 55.
Though, you know, it would be a good fuel strategy. Or a good race strategy, really, to pit before that caution comes out. Because this isn't I don't believe this is a points race. So, you would be pitting just before that caution. Everybody else pits and you stay out. You're up front.
Yeah, Byron did tell me the pits are going to close, but I'm not sure exactly when. So I know it's a few laps before we see Hollingsworth coming down pit road. Let's go back up front on David Bigger here going through the bus stop. That was a nice, smooth run. He's got that car looking pretty good, too, and he hasn't been in yet.
Yeah, Wingnut's wreck might actually work out in his advantage.
Yeah. Oh, a little bit hot.
We're seeing the 24 of Tyler Vickery under fire right now by Chris Bouchard.
Yeah, Bouchard's he throws that car around, man. He definitely makes up a lot of time. See what it looks like looking back at Bouchard. Oh, never mind. Let's go to Bouchard and let's look forward.
Wow, did you see that quick little jitter by Bouchard coming out of the bus stop?
Yeah, that's why we got off him real quick. Screen went blank a couple times. Whoa! You see that?
Yeah.
You can tell he's running that thing hard right now. Bouchard also, man, watch the back end of the 28 out of some of these turns. He is just like drifting through, man. It looks like he kind of backed off a little bit there.
Oh, into the grass. He hit the bump of the curb there. Didn't really pop it, but lost just enough of his control.
And look at, he was side by side trying. See if he can power enough speed down here down the back stretch. Yeah, it looks like, all right, let's watch and see if somebody goes in a little bit too hot. Well, both did pretty good.
Yeah, they both popped up a little bit, but nothing to really worry about. Bob Lacavera, he is struggling out there. He back on the infield grass, pulling it back onto the track. And he's almost got that engine in the front seat with him.
Yeah, I was just looking at that, man. Let's see, Josh Winninger. So let's run through real quick. Right now, Hoot Baker's 14th. Mark Jenkins is off the track. Hoot Baker is 14th, and he is just going down. Bob Lacavera's in 13th. Josh Winninger is in 12th. Charlie Woods is in 11th. Willie Glenn is in 10th. Willie Glenn got that car cleaned up. Ron Hollyfield is in 9th. And who's Hollyfield behind? Is that Hollingsworth? No. Byron.
Right now.
All right. Byron Rodney up to 7th. 6th is Kevin Paskowicz. I like that paint job on Kevin's car. Looks pretty cool. And then 5th is the 97 of 10 Acosta. And here comes Byron Rodney and Kevin Paskowicz.
Well, Paul, these guys started tonight in practice really with a 100-degree track temp. We have just got word that we're down to 94. Oh, David Bigger misses the corner. He's going to have a slowdown penalty.
He's still got plenty of room in between second place. Wingnut he's got 18 seconds, so he can afford. Yeah, he can afford a little bit of a mistake, but not a whole lot. Well, if you look at the tire difference, Bigger's on 26 lap tires, Wingnut's only on 14. That is quite a difference here. I know just the other night from all the laps that we ran, tire drop off is pretty big. Oh, look at him locking up that front. You see the right front tire locking up.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see something this time. Just okay, Siri.
Wow.
I think we're gonna see Bigger coming into pit road. He is losing a lot of time right now just from tire wear, really.
Yeah.
This is the dangerous spot, the bus stop. A little bit of a clip, but no problem there, even on those old tires. And he is bringing it down.
All right. Go back to Wingnut in second. See when he's passing pit row. Is Bigger in his stall? No, he's still not in, and Wingnut is going to go by. But I think Bigger got to the line first, so Wingnut will have to come back around one more time to officially be scored your leader. And then we'll see.
We've already hit the halfway point here.
Yeah, it goes pretty quick with no cautions. So let's see, that puts Bouchard in second. He's about 10 seconds back. I want to look at their time because that last time by, Bouchard ran a 1:16 and Wingnut ran a 1:18. And Bouchard on a lot fresher tires. So we'll see. Who's that?
61 of Charlie.
Charlie Woods, yeah.
Yeah, he is in the heartburn turn. He's
see.
stuck.
Take a look what happened. Oh, yeah. Wow. Oh. That was a hard hit.
Yeah, I was watching Wingnut come out of the corner, going onto the oval, and saw Charlie go flying into the corner.
And look at Bouchard slowly closing in on him. And I think he knows it. See if he can do it without overheating that car or making a major mistake. He's got him down about 8.5 and counting. And even that last time by, Bouchard was 1.15. Wingnut was 1.180. So Wingnut's definitely lost a little bit of pace. I don't think he's really holding off that much. But you never know.
No, the way we saw Chris driving earlier, where he's almost looping it in the corners, he is definitely not holding back right now.
Yeah, I tell you what, man, I wasn't a great big fan of this track when they first announced it, but after being on it a couple of times, it's actually pretty nice.
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't really go to Daytona for a third time. That would have been nice to see. Bouchard just hit the turtle pretty hard, but able to keep control. Would have been nice to see a Daytona road, but yeah, there's no way that they would have scheduled a third Daytona race.
Yeah, because wasn't that one of the another hard hit there too? Wasn't that part of what they were talking about before they decided on this? I thought.
Yeah, that was an option. I don't know if these cars could even go around Daytona just because you have a couple more U-turn or horseshoe style turns. Bouchard a little loose coming out of the corner there, but yeah, it was either that or do we go to an actual road course and race?
Road course would be pretty cool, but these cars aren't really designed for road courses. So, but they still do a pretty decent job. So look at Bouchard again. Wingnut picked it up a little bit. He got a 1:17.9 that last time, but Bouchard got a 1:15.9. Let's see what they get this time through.
You know, we see the Xfinity Series go to, was it Road America or Road Atlanta and Mid Ohio? Even the Truck Series going to Canadian Tire. It'd be nice to see the Cup cars attempt to run one of those.
I'm sorry, I'm just watching Bouchard. He is almost there already. Look at him. He is 3.2 seconds back. He had a pretty big gap from Wingnut, and definitely closing in on him right now. Wingnut is probably looking at his relative and saying, "Oh man."
Yeah. We're about 15 laps from the caution they're going to give these guys, and right now we're looking at, after that caution, we're going to have 10 guys on the lead lap.
Yeah, we got Josh Winiger 2 laps down, Charlie Woods 2 laps down, Bob Lagavera 4 laps down, and Hoot Baker 6 laps down. And they said they are going to let the guys that are only 1 lap down get a wave around and get back on the lead lap for that final shootout, which will be pretty good. I'm still waiting now for oh, is he? Oh, what happened? Wingy, what happened? Let's see what happened here.
Doesn't look like he's got any damage on the car.
Now, more like pride.
A chicane.
Oh, yeah, you see he downshifted too hard right there. Check that out. He as soon as he downshifted, the car went. Yep.
Yeah, that's synthetic grass they got on this Roval. It is not happy with the cars when they get on there.
So Bouchard now back up front and on fresher tires. David Bigger, let's see, he should be closing in on Wingnut pretty soon.
Yeah, showing 4.5, almost 5 seconds now.
And he, Bigger ran a 1:16 the last time by. Dude, I can't even run that. I think I was like 1:18s trying to break into the 1:17s, and I think I got like a 1:18.0 for my fastest lap, and that was like a one-time deal, you know.
Man, we were out here in these in those Cup cars. I finally got a clean lap in. It's a 1:24. I parked it off the side, said, "Nope, I'm good."
Yeah, I seen you go. I was like, "Where's he going, man?"
Oh, Charlie Wood into the wall. He is sitting in the middle of the track right now.
Oh, and here comes, wow, that was close. All right, hold on. We got to go in with Wingnut on that because, you know, he was definitely not feeling good about that. Let's see where he was. Might not have gone back far enough. Hold on. Oh, yeah, look. Wow, you couldn't get any closer than that, man.
You know what that corner reminds me of? There's a road course where you're coming down a mountain almost, and the corners are just blind, and you don't know what's coming around. And most of the time in the road races, you have a wreck there, and it's a pile up.
So look at third place David Bigger with a 1:17.8. Nathan Wingnut with a 1:19.9. Wingnut picked it up there a little bit, got a 1:18.7. But Bigger still got a 1:17.5. But he's slowly gaining in on him. Probably the closest we have, unless you go to Hollingsworth and Byron Rodney back here on the backstretch. Wow, look how close Hollingsworth got to him. He had to really back off. Lost a lot of speed there too. Go up here with Byron Rodney. You see the
Trying to get around Holyfield right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. All right, Ron Holyfield is 1 lap down. I was looking. Kevin Paskowitz is number 7 here, but I know Ron Holyfield from the number 7, so I get confused a little bit.
Hollingsworth just had a wide corner there, went into the grass, able to get back on the track, no problem. And now he's putting Byron Rodney under attack.
Looks like he's going to try to take a look underneath Rodney. If Byron Rodney's smart, just let him go. Don't try to fight it through there, because that is not the place you want to overdrive. Yeah, that's good. He did a good job getting through. You hit that tire wall right there in front of you, man. That's it. Your car is destroyed with a capital D.
Well, Paul, Wingnut's under attack now by David Bigger.
Oh, is he?
He's just going to let Bigger go to the inside and make the pass.
Yeah, if I was Wingnut, I'd be waiting for that caution they're going to throw at 10 to go.
Yep.
He's already had a couple of incidents tonight, so you know, really no reason to really go and loop it. He doesn't have anybody behind him. Tyler Vickery's about 25 seconds back. So the only one he's really got to watch is in front of him, David Bigger. And, you know, Bigger could make a mistake also. So back up front, Richard, 12 laps led. And still driving that thing hard, man, like he's under fire.
Yeah, he actually ran a slower lap time there than David Bigger did.
Yeah, Bigger's been pretty hot. See Bigger now, he's got the 82 of Hoot Baker in front of him. Looking for a way around. And Hoot not making it easy. Let's see, Wingnut now trying to get by the 82. No problem, he's going to take it on the inside.
Bob Lacavera on the infield grass, or on the trial.
Ooh, yeah.
Looping it around there. He's back on the track now.
Let's see what happened there. Oh, just got in a little bit too hard. And didn't hit anything, but man, that's not what he wanted. Looked like he got back in the throttle just a little bit too hard. And that car wasn't ready for it.
Yeah, and at that same time that Hoot was having some, or not Hoot, but Bob Lacavera was having some issues. Kevin Paskowitz just blew by the last chicane and had a slowdown penalty.
Well, Byron Rodney's got to be happy about that, because that gets him off of his back bumper for a little while.
Yeah.
So Byron Rodney now sitting in 7th. Jeff Hollingsworth in that 42 is sitting in 6th. Go up to Tanner Coster in that 97, sitting in 5th. You got Tyler Lugo Vickery in here in that 24. And he's sitting 4th. Oh, look, wow, way out there. Let's go up on the roof. It don't look too bad from the roof, but from the outside camera, that car's got some issues with it. What does beer Wingnut call it? Looks like a crumpled beer can. 19 laps to go, so about 9 more laps. They should be throwing a caution. And I don't have the paper with me, do I? Let me see. I think I got the paper, because Byron was telling me what laps the pits will be closed at. Give me 1 second to see if I can read it. Pits will be closed at 15 to go.
So 5 before the caution.
Yep.
So they got 4 laps if they want to make an early
Yeah,
stop.
if you're gonna do it, you got to do it now.
Now the real question is, are these guys that are a lap down gonna have enough time to get around?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's gonna be close because even when we had our stages, yeah, see, he's being smart. He's gonna do it now. Even when we had our stages, guys like us, you know, that were a little bit further back, it took quite a while to catch up to the field, but we did catch them before they went down pit road, and I was back quite a ways. Oh, somebody up in the wall. I think that was the 24 Vickery, maybe. Take a quick look, back this up.
He is down.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Wingnut's down on pit road.
One last chance.
And Ron Hollifield is under attack from going 2 laps down. He's got 3 to go. No, he's got 8 to go until they throw the caution, and he is at risk of not getting that lap back.
And he's doing good too, man. But look at that 28. We know how Bouchard's driving. That was a good pass through there by Hollifield.
Wingnut back on the track. He is still in the lead lap.
Yeah, you can come in and still get out pretty good here with how long it takes to do a lap. And look at Bouchard closing in right now. Hollyfield's definitely not liking that. Bouchard's going to duck to the inside. Yep, and he's going to take that spot from Hollifield.
Now, if you're Bouchard, do you come in early or do you wait till the caution?
Everybody else came in. I would come in, honestly. This way, he might still have a chance to be out front because he's got quite a gap on those guys.
Yeah, if he gets mixed into the field, he might not get back up there.
That's a tough call right there. I would need Kurt here to tell me what to do.
The only driver we've really seen on the lead lap take a pit stop was Wingnut. Everybody else hasn't come in yet.
That's true. Because you got Coster back here in 5th. He hasn't pitted. Paskowicz hasn't pitted.
Oh, we did have one just go to the pit, looks like. Oh, no, what happened to Vickery? Is he on pit road? He is on pit road.
Yeah, he's on pit road. Just leaving pit road now. He got in just in time, too, because the next lap pits are going to close. So if Bouchard wanted to go in, I believe he can't now anyway. Here you see right here, they go through. I usually go up a little wider, but this turn I have trouble with on the right-hand side because so many times I can't tell you that I've scraped my car on that wall, cutting it too short.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Siri, what's the weather?
I'm telling you, man. I didn't say anything that's remotely close to it. I gotta do something. I gotta change it. See if there's some other thing you can say to get its attention. So Bouchard going around Hoot Baker. Baker swings it up high to let him go by. Now you got David Bigger, and he is, who's he with?
David Bigger's got Jeff Hollingsworth over there.
Now Hollingsworth did go in.
Yeah, we have 5 on the lead lap right now. It is Chris Bouchard, David Bigger, Nathan Wingnut, Tanner. That
Yeah,
Coster?
Coster, yeah.
Tyler Vickery are your lead lap cars. And then we have, looks like, 4 on 1 lap down.
Now we got 5 to go till the caution. Hasn't been too bad, too, man. Most of the guys been, it's a tough track, so I won't say anything about anybody sliding off or doing anything, man, because I've been out there. I know.
I could barely complete a lap, so I don't have anything to say.
Yeah, it's definitely tough, man. Let's go up here with Bouchard, Lucas Oil Racing TV on the hood.
Little Luke's coming out of the.
He's been like that. He drives that whole track that way, though, man. He's got the autism awareness up there, Swartz Diesel. Let's go back to David Bigger, In-N-Out Hamburgers. Though I don't want to see food, man. I don't think I ever ate In-N-Out. I heard they're good, though. And then you got Wing Nut. I got to see what's on his hood. I know what's on the deck lid. I think it's a wing and a nut.
Yep.
Is that what it is?
Yep.
He told me who painted his car. I can't remember, though, but I like it. I seen it the other day when we were out on track, because I've never been out on track with him. And on the back of his car, he's got Wing Nut on there, and I got real close to try to read it, and I ended up banging into him. He's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm trying to see what's on the back of your car, dude." We got Tanner Coster in the DuPont 97. Let's see what Tyler's got on there. He's got Full Sail something. I can't quite
Full
make
Sail
it.
University. Yeah, goes to school there.
Oh, all right.
That's he's. The last time we talked to him, he was looking to intern with the WWE through Full Sail University.
That's right. Yeah, Dan Patrick Spool Broadcasting, yep. O'Reilly Auto Parts 500 on Jeff Hollingsworth. Godzilla on Kevin Paskowitz. Let's see what Byron Rodney's sporting. PH Aware. It's a good cause right there. They do a lot of stuff for PH Aware in this league. What about Willie Glenn? Ooh. See the right back of that car, man, really crunched in. Flying Aces. Ron Hollyfield's got the Kodak film. I think they need to update that and do that Kodak digital, because you don't see too much film anymore.
That Kodak film's always been kind of a cool scheme.
Yeah. I remember Skinner running that a long time ago in the
Yeah.
Pontiac. Country Auto, what is that? Country Auto Group. And then you have Charlie Woods and the team, what is that? Team APC?
Probably a team he runs with.
And Bob Lacavera. Convergent. Hoot Baker, Virginia Tech.
Yeah, Charlie Wood's scheme has got to be a team scheme that his team runs, because on top of it, it says Discord.
Oh, there you go. And don't forget, tonight's race is brought to you by Wolf Brothers Auto at wolfbrothersauto.com, WOLFE, brothersauto.com. Up there, up by Byron Rodney, Kevin Paskowitz. From what I hear, is a great auto shop, in a nice community. Good guys, good honest people. If you're up in the area, you're looking for a car, hit them guys up. They are sponsoring tonight's race, and they're going to sponsor the Monday night All-Star race at Eldora in the trucks.
That race should be crazy.
Yeah. we've done a couple of broadcasts from there. The caution is out, so now we'll wait for these guys to catch up to the field, and should be 1, 2, 3, 4 cars. Willie Glenn, Byron Rodney, Kevin Paskowich, and Jeff Hollingsworth should be able to get the wave around and get back on the lead lap for probably, I'm going to say maybe an 8-lap shootout or 7-lap shootout. Depending how many laps. Yeah, depending on how many laps they got to do to get everything caught up. You see Bashard leaving some rubber down there, man. Even under caution, he just wants to do it. Let's take a quick look at the summary right here. We've had 5 lead changes. We did 44 laps. Be 45 laps when he crosses the line. We're under caution for a last shootout. What the admins had decided to do was to throw a caution with 10 to go, close the pits with 15 to go, let the guys who are 1 lap down get a wave around for a quick shootout. So that's pretty cool. What kind of temperatures are we looking at right now, Steve?
Right now we are sitting at, let me find it here for you. We're sitting at 90 degrees for the track. So we have dropped 10 degrees throughout the race. We are sitting at an ambient 96 or 69 degree air temperature. So we have cooled down a little bit there as well. And we are sitting at 5:15 in the evening.
Yeah, I was going to say, you can tell the sun shifted just by the way the lights are reflecting off the track and off the cars now, too. And I like that. They did a really good job with that. That is really cool the way they did that. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more things coming up, too. So we got most of the guys lined up. So we're going to sit on top with Hollingsworth and see when he gets the wave around. Because he is the first car a lap down. And he should go by, as well as Kevin Paskowich, Byron Rodney, and the 12 of Willie Glenn. Unfortunately, Ron Hollyfield is 2 laps down and got eaten up, not able to get that wave around. Unless they changed it. So I'm just going by what I was told, but it's possible they could have changed it. So while these guys do that, we are going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Truex in the outside, contact made. 56 slides in at a 4. Who's it going to be at the stripe? Dead even, give it to Ryan Truex. Truex is your winner over Tandy.
Introducing a whole new form of racing to the best online racing simulation in the world. This is dirt racing on iRacing.com. Race online at some of America's most legendary dirt tracks, including Eldora and Williams Grove. iRacing is the premier online racing game featuring NASCAR, IndyCar, sports cars, and now World of Outlaws, the leading sanctioning body for dirt racing. iRacing is easy to use and features a centralized ranking system to make sure you have the best experience at any skill level. With a massive inventory of high-precision laser scan tracks and cars with an unmatched dedication to quality and detail, iRacing gives you the most authentic online racing experience available. Thanks to iRacing's dynamic track system, developed specifically for dirt racing, tracks change over the course of a race, just like your favorite dirt track on a Friday or Saturday night. From a slick racing groove all the way up to the cushion, iRacing's dirt tracks deliver non-stop racing action. Partnered with the World of Outlaws, iRacing is your source for the most authentic dirt racing experience available, featuring 4 brand new tracks and 11 new cars, including street stocks, Legends cars, late models, NASCAR trucks, winged and non-winged sprint cars, with much more on the way. Join the Dirt Revolution on iRacing.com and start slinging mud today.
All right, everybody, we are back live. They did do the wave around. They threw the caution here to get the guys that are 1 lap down back on the lead lap. We see Wingnut back out front. He stayed out with a couple other drivers. It's going to be pretty interesting because you got Chris Bouchard in 3rd on the freshest tires, followed by 4th place David Biggers in at 57. So, I don't know. It's going to be a 7-lap shootout. It's going to be, I don't know, man. I'm not sure how this is really going to go, to be honest with you.
Yeah, Victory's been fast, but he's also been uncontrolled sometimes. So it'll be interesting to see how that mixes up 3rd through the rest of the field. Yeah,
and he stayed out as well as Wingnut. Wingnut's got 10 laps. Victory's got 9 laps. And then you go back to Bouchard, Bigger, and Coster. They got 1 lap on their tires. Willie Glenn, I don't believe, went in. He's got 10 laps on his. And then Hollingsworth, Paskowich, and Rodney have 2 laps on theirs. They have gone back in. So, I don't know. Wingnut, if he wants to stay out front, man, he's going to have to drive that thing hard. You know Chris Bouchard's definitely going to come charging through. He's going to be driving that thing sideways to try to get by.
Well, I just looked at lap times. We finally found a track that beats Pocono.
Oh, I know. For caution laps?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 minutes, yeah. 56 seconds.
I'm telling you. It's tough in the booth. It's tough in the car. You just feel like, wow, man, are we ever going to get there yet? And it's so slow. What are they running right now for their speed? It's 45 miles an hour. They need to bump that up to like 70.
Yeah.
Although
you probably have the pace car flying through the west stop.
All right. Pace car is in. We're waiting now. Let's see how these guys do. And their green flag is out. Wingnut off to a good run. Look at the 28.
Oh, man, Bouchard.
And look at Vickery down to the inside. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, look at...
Oh, Wingnut hit the wall.
Oh.
Oh, the 57's around.
Ooh, we got a little bit of a mess there.
David Bigger went around. He is still spinning.
And we saw the 7 of Paskowitz just there backwards too. Let me see what happened with him. Oh, he got a piece of the 57 and then contact with the 12. And then the 12 back into him and turns him. 75 of Byron Rodney got a little bit excited. He was able to make it through. Wow, look at these guys flying through that bus stop, man. Let's jump to our in-ground cam here in a second. And so it'll be pretty interesting, these next couple laps flying through, yeah. So Richard was the fastest out of the top 3 there of Tyler, Chris, and Nathan. So Bouchard is going to try to chase down the 24s. He's still got 6 laps to get it done. Long laps here, so hopefully he can keep it, you know, somewhat, what do you call it, passive-aggressive? Or what's the word Waltrip used to use? Co-opetition? But look at him, man. He's wheeling that thing. Seeing Wingnut on the older tires of those of Bouchard. Actually, Tyler Vickery's on old tires also, but Wingnut lost a lot. He's probably just hoping those guys are going to make a mistake up in front.
Yeah, he's watching them push it up in the front. And we've seen it already, what happens when you're trying to push going through the bus stop or even through this last chicane. So he could, oh, Bouchard almost lost it, and so did Vickery.
And Wingnut. Wow. Oh, wow, look at Bouchard. Hard charging on the inside.
Oh, Vickery.
Wow.
He's
Into the grass. That does let Wingnut close in just a little bit on him. So David Bigger took his car behind the wall after that last wreck. And look at Bouchard. Bouchard is just disappearing out there in the front. Let's take a look back. Oh, where am I going? There we go. Back to second place. Back to third. Let's see who's in fourth. We got Hollingsworth in fourth. And then we got Byron Rodney in fifth. Tanner Coster in sixth, followed by Willie Glenn. And they are for position 6th and 7th right there. Probably the closest battle on the track. Both do a good job getting through. Here comes Hollyfield. Whoa, Paskowitz. Woods. We still have Chris Bouchard about 2.6 seconds ahead of Tyler. And then probably another 4 tenths back is Wingnut. Four laps to go, man.
Yeah, and really, this race isn't over until you finish it because of those turtles.
Yeah, anything can happen just when you think you won. And if you're the guy behind, you're thinking, oh man, I lost. And next thing you know, wham, change. Rodney through the bus stop pretty good. Let's take a quick lap with Byron Rodney around here one more time. And we'll jump up with the leader.
I just got a notification that Chris Bouchard has just set the fastest lap of the race here today.
Wow, look at that. 1.149. That's not even close.
Oh, he is flying right now.
Dude, I couldn't do it. So I'd be scared to push it that hard this close to the end. He's got a 3.5 second lead, so he really doesn't need to push it that hard. You only need one mistake, man, to go from front all the way to the back.
Oh, Vickery almost lost it. He hit those turtles hard. Bouchard just ran a faster lap again.
Wow. I guess he saved it for the end.
Well, he's really got the advantage now is he doesn't have anybody around him, and it's quite a distance to the next car.
I'm gonna look back and see if we have anybody close. Not really. Seems like everybody's kind of spread out. After that start, when a couple of guys got turned. Oh, Paskowitz, does he save it? Wow, he did a great job saving it. I thought he was going to go to the inside wall there, or the left side wall, I should say. Did a good job hanging on to it. I go back here to Hollyfield in 9th, Charlie Woods in 10th. Yeah, Wingnut can see Tyler up in front of him, but I don't think there's going to be enough time to catch him here. 2 laps to go.
Yeah, we're coming to the white flag right now.
This is it. Final lap. Let's see what these guys do. Bouchard, about 5.8 seconds out there. If I was him, dude, I would be cruising it, but I know he ain't gonna. He's still going to run it like it's 100 laps to go. He's definitely got this place figured out, man, to run the 1:14.943 that he ran this late in the race, too.
Yeah.
Look at him. Wow, did you see that? Dude, he was almost sideways coming off there. I think he's just having fun now.
Yeah, he's getting it really close to the wall, but, I mean, like you said, he's got a 6.5 second lead at the moment, so he's got nothing to worry about.
He's his own worst enemy right now, the way he's driving that thing. Look at that 28. He'll have 29 laps led and take home the checker. Quickly, let's see where he started. Started 8th. Worked his way through, gets up here to the front, coming around to take the checkers. And Chris Bouchard going to be your winner here tonight in the All-Star race here with Pasky's Grand Nationals.
Vickery does finish second, and Wingnut will round out your top 3 here tonight.
Wow. That was a good race, man.
Yeah, it really was.
We'll let them come around and give them a minute to cool out, do their burnout, and we'll start getting some interviews in with, we'll start with Wingnut, work our way down. Yeah, Wingnut's probably happy with a 3rd place finish, but starting on the pole and having those incidents, probably kicking himself just a little bit.
Yeah, that big wreck he had really kind of changed the course of the race for him.
So Chris Bouchard, 29 laps led, your winner here tonight. See on the outside there, the 11 of Wingnut. And Bouchard's car still looks pretty good.
Yeah, it does. He didn't really have any incidents here tonight.
That's how I would have been going through the bus stop if I was in the lead that last lap. I've been taking it nice and easy.
Yeah.
He was at one point with 2 laps to go coming out of one of those turns there, man, and he was literally sideways and just like on it, flooring it. You could see his hands through the window, man, just wheeling that thing through. I was like, wow, dude, that's kind of scary. I don't know if I'd be riding that hard. But that's why I ain't out there and didn't get the win. Thanks a lot, Rich. Nice burnout. All right. Not a bad race here, man. Quickly, let's take a second to let these guys cool off, and then we'll get a word in with Wingnut and talk to him about his race here tonight. And then we'll see if we can get a word in with Tyler Vickery and then our winner, Chris Bouchard. So let me see if I can find old Wingy. Wingnut should be used to being in the booth here. Hey, Wingnut, you got the SR booth up here. You got a copy?
G'day there, mates.
All right, first question I got to ask you, and I said to Steve, it's a good thing we don't have in-car audio. Was I right, or are you okay?
Sort of, yeah. There's actually a funny thing that happened, right? So just after the incident, I parked in the pits and turned my aircon on, because, like, it's getting hot in here, mate. And my sound died. So for the rest of the race, I had no sound.
Oh, really?
At all. I had zero sound whatsoever. I couldn't hear cars, drivers, nothing. I had nothing.
Oh, dude, I don't know how you did it. I know running without sound definitely is not good. It's so hard.
It was an experience.
You did a good job, though, man. Listen, what was your when you stayed out on that caution, you know, where they threw that last caution on there, were you worried? Because you did have a little bit older tires.
Oh, of course, yeah. But, like, the tires do last a nice amount here for, like, 5-6 laps. But the worry was more that I can't hear damn shit. I can barely drive. There's no way I'm really going to be able to fight. If he dives on turn 1, I'm done. But if I can make it past turn 1, there's a chance I can get to the end.
Yeah, it was kind of a mess going into 1 and coming out of 1. You did manage to survive, though, man. So not bad. You put down a great qualifying lap and started on the pole, dude. So that's good. A guy who said last week when you ran it the first time, if I can make 10 laps, I'll be happy.
Yeah, and here I am finishing. I'm pretty glad with that. I'm still sad that I managed to murder myself, but it happens.
Well, dude, that's not so bad. You got to win at Somo. You got a 3rd place here tonight in the All-Star race. What did it feel like out there? How was the car underneath you?
Absolutely perfect.
Was it really? Yeah.
Same as before. Like, every once in a while, it'll get tight on entry, so you have to go in a bit slower. But once you figure it out, mate, it's fine. The rear end will get loose if you put your foot down too hard, but that's, like, after driving this for, like, most of the week, I'm kind of used to that.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, you did a good job here tonight, dude. We were just talking about you a little bit earlier. Great qualified lap, great effort, man, back up here on 3rd, so that's pretty good, man. I know you enjoy this track, and the time that you put in there, man, it definitely shows. You're definitely starting to figure this thing out, and it looks like you're pretty comfortable in these cars now.
Only on this track. Don't put me in an oval. That'd be a bad idea.
Oval's easier, man.
Yeah, but I don't do well in packs. The one thing I can do good with this is I get away from everybody. As I said to myself, if I get a good quality lap and get in front, I'm never going to have a problem because I'll never see anybody.
Well,
unfortunately, a certain mistake fixed that.
Well, not too bad, though, man. Good to see you have a good run here tonight. Finish the race and finish in 3rd. I'm going to let you get out of here in a minute, but I'm going to have you give some shout-outs, and then I'd say I'd catch up with you next week here, but hopefully you'll be up here in the booth with me next week, so I'll catch up with you up here in the booth.
All right, well, shout outs. Let's see. Oh, I get to pick for once.
Yes, you do.
I'll take Somo, and SR, and DRL, and Paskys, and every single league I've watched and driven with, because I wouldn't have gotten anywhere near this without being able to see people do this. You, of course, because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't even be here. And of course, Crispy Shah, well done on that victory, man. It was well deserved. There was no way I could keep you behind me after a while. Oh yeah, they're friends, family, people I live with for suffering my loudmouth voice.
Yeah, about what, 4 in the morning or so, screaming.
Yeah, 4 in the morning.
All right, dude. Well, congratulations on third, man, and definitely a big improvement from the first time we seen you out here on this track, man. So when the Roval comes up, we know where to find you, dude.
Yeah, I better get better at this place. If I was gonna be that bad all the time, I'd be pissed.
I know. All right, man, I'm gonna let you go back up there with them, and I'll catch up with you after the race.
All right, brother.
All righty. All right, that was second place. Third place, Nathan Wignut. You guys know him from being up here in the booth. He loves racing this track, so we had to let him go ahead and do it. Let me see if Tyler Vickery is around here. Taking a look. And I am not seeing him, so I'm going to go with the winner. Let me grab Chris Bouchard. Chris Bouchard, you got the SR booth up here. Do you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Hey, man, first of all, congratulations on the win. 29 laps led. Dude, you were crazy out there. At that very end, watching you with, I think, 2 or 3 laps to go, man, you had that car sideways, wheeling that thing through the turns. And I said to Steve, if I was him, I wouldn't be driving it like that. I said, you're your own worst enemy right now. But damn, dude, you had that thing flying.
I figured that I can put it sideways anywhere but that bus stop chicane. It bit me earlier in the race, and I did not want it to take the win from me. So that was the only turn I was taking it easy on. Those last that last shootout at least.
And you set the fastest lap of the race of 1:14.943, and late in the race too. We were just amazed by that, man. Is it that you're good at this kind of racing, or you just figured this track out? Something clicked?
I just kind of just let it all hang loose that last shootout and everything. Honestly, that lap could have actually been better because I was braking so early for the bus stop just to make sure I got through it that I probably lost half a second there, but still, I saw that I had the fastest lap at lap 53, and I thought that was pretty cool. That it really shows that it's all about where you are at the end, how fast you are at the end. It doesn't matter where you start. Hell, I had the worst start I've ever had in this league, and I had no clue it was a standing start. My ignition was off, and I was a sitting duck. That's why I was so far back.
Yeah, that took us by surprise because we weren't sure if that was, a mistake or if that was a planned thing. But, man, I definitely would not want to be doing a standing start here. But I'll tell you what, man, definitely a great run for you. 29 laps led here, dude. And the times you were putting up there, it was just insane. That last restart, kind of a big mess a little bit going into one. You managed to get around and get yourself in a good position. Did you get a little bit worried at all going through there when you seen some of the stuff going on, or were you in a good spot?
I felt like I was in a good. Or are we talking about the beginning of the race or
No,
that last?
that last one right after the caution when we went back green.
I felt like I was in a pretty good spot. I didn't really see what happened behind me. I just knew I was right behind Vickery, and for a minute, Vickery was holding me off pretty good. He really turned up the wick right at the end, and I just had the fresher tires, and that's really that's the thing that beat him is the fresher tires. If we were on even tires, it would have actually been pretty hard to get by him. It's pretty hard to pass at this track, really. So, hats off to Tyler. He did a fantastic freaking job this entire race, and man, just if only he pit with us, man, it would have been awesome. But
Yeah,
congrats to him on second place at least.
Yeah, we saw him and Wingnut stay out, and then you obviously in third on the freshest tires the closest one to them. So we were wondering how much of a drop off it was going to be. He did hold on for a little bit, but there was no way he could have held you back, man. 1.14943. That's just crazy, dude. 29 laps led. I believe you started 8th here tonight, and got you way up here for the win. So congratulations on that, man. Definitely put on a good show. Kept the car nice and clean out there too. And before we let you get out of here, anybody you want to shout out to?
I gotta take a shout out to KP, Byron for putting this on, you guys for broadcasting it. I also gotta give a shout out to everyone at BMR and everything. I told them that I had a all-star race, and they all won the link to the broadcast. So I hope they're watching. Brandon, John, Kevin Reed, the new Kevin, Andrew, and Blake. We got it, man. And friggin' there's one more person I gotta thank. I just need to come up with the name. Wolf Brothers Auto in Marietta, Ohio. Thank you for sponsoring the race, being a partner for this event. Hopefully you guys will come back. I hope you guys like the show and everything. Sadly, I kind of stunk it up with being so far out, but that's what happens in road course races. So hopefully you guys can stick around for future races with us. Thank you.
Yeah, that's definitely great, man. Great run here. And I believe Monday night they're also sponsoring the All-Star race in the truck series at Eldora. So we definitely appreciate them coming on board, man. And congratulations again, man, on the win. 29 laps led and the fastest lap of the race late in the race, man. We look forward to seeing what you got, man. Go celebrate, bud.
Thank you. I will.
All righty. All right, that is your winner. Chris Bouchard set a lightning fast lap, 1.14.943 at I think it was lap 53 it was. So definitely had it going. Good race here tonight. Hope you enjoyed it. This was the All-Star race here at Pasky's, and Monday night these guys will be back again for their All-Star race in the Slam Cake Bakes Truck Series. And that will also be brought to you by Wolf Brothers Auto. We appreciate them coming on board. Hope you enjoyed it. We are going to take a look at the summary real quick. As soon as I can get this thing to move. There we go. We had 8 lead changes, 55 laps ran. There was 1 caution thrown with 10 to go for a shootout. Get the guys that were 1 lap down back onto the lead lap. Anybody that was 2 laps down was not eligible for the wave round. That was pretty good. Pretty good run at the end. And let's see. Let's take a look at the results. Oh, let me drop this down. Chris Bouchard takes home the win tonight. Tyler Lugo-Vickery will finish 2nd. Nathan Wingnut finishes 3rd. Jeff Hollingsworth takes 4th. Byron Rodney with a 5th place finish. Tanner Coster will take 6th. Willie Glenn will take 7th. Kevin Paskowitz takes 8th. 9th is Ron Hollyfield. 10th is Charlie Woods. 11th is David Bigger. Bob Lacavara will take 12th. Josh Weniger 13th. Oop Baker 14th. And Mark Jenkins with an early out. He'll take 15th here. All right, we appreciate you tuning in. And like I said, these guys will be back on Monday night in Eldora in the trucks for the All-Star race over there. So tune in about the same time, and we'll see you then. Have a good night, everybody, and we appreciate you tuning in.